All right, so here we're going to be working on chapter 11.5. We're going to be working with circles. The circumference and areas of circles is what we're going to be focusing on. So here we start with saying that the perimeter is the distance around a figure. So if we were to actually start walking basically from this spot right here and just travel and kind of have like an odometer like you would find in your car, okay, that measures how far we've walked around this curve, okay, then we would find that would be the circumference, okay, of our figure. And again, that's basically the same as perimeter, but since we don't have sides in a circle, we have a different name for it. Now, the ratio of the diameter, okay, of the circle to its circumference turns out to be this special number. And we actually just had Pi Day on March 14th, 314, and that's a really important number that you're going to have to know the approximation for. This symbol right here is the approximate symbol, and pi is approximately 3.14. There's actually a lot of history behind pi. It started out as 22/7 is what they used to approximate it, and then as years went on, there's a lot of different competitions and stuff. Actually, if you look up the longest memorization of pi or something, someone's memorized well over 1,000 digits or something like that. So it's kind of cool. You might want to YouTube that a little bit later. All right, and now moving along, just some definitions and then some formulas. So I have all of the kind of the notation over here. C is circumference, R is radius, D is diameter, and then pi is this Greek letter that's actually called pi. And then they're obviously labeled here as well. And we see that again that the circumference is just the distance all the way around our circle. Now the area of the circle is just like the area of any other figure. It's basically if we were to take a bunch of unit squares, okay, and fill up this circle, we would find that the area of any circle, we just take that constant pi, 3.14 approximately, and multiply it times the radius squared. Now to find the circumference of a circle, all we're going to do, there's actually two ways that we can find it. We can either take the diameter and multiply the diameter times that constant pi, or we can multiply the radius times 2 times pi. And again, the reason for that is just because d is in fact, the diameter is in fact equal to 2 times the radius. Okay, so that would make sense. All right, and we can also see from this equation here that if c is equal to pi times d, well, if we divide both sides by d, we see that pi is in fact just equal to the circumference over the diameter, which is what we said in our previous slide about the relationship, what pi